Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. I have my earbuds in because y'all have said you couldn't hear me. Some people have said they can't hear me. It might be my phone. I don't know. So we'll just go with that. Notice the sunglasses, but I am outside. But it's been like a rough sleeping night. Took my sleeping anxiety pill, and they've been like wearing off at like 3 or 4, which is no big deal for the most part. But the last few days they are not, and I am like out. Well, this morning Neo decided to wake me up at 4:30. Okay. Um, he didn't want to go out. He just wanted my bed. Fine, whatever. But he's big. And then, which I was laying down, eyes closed, but I was awake. Mark's alarm goes off at 6. He had to be at work at 7. He works in the house, so he kind of takes my little office. He works on my days off. So he's in there doing that. But, I had to get up and make sure he got up because he doesn't wake up to his alarms ever. So I got up, got him up, laid back down. Then Neo wanted out. And then, I was like, oh, I'm going to beat you. And then, do you see Satan Cat? I'm outside. He don't like it. He's like, whoa, Mom, why are you outside? Anyway, and then Michael's alarm went off at 6:30 for his thyroid meds because he has to take them 4 hours after food, and sometimes he stays up late, so we just kind of, and then 4 hours before food or other meds. So he does it at 6:30, takes his other meds at 10:30, so his alarm went off for that. And of course, he can go back to sleep. At this point, I'm awake. It is what it is. I'm groggy. I'm up, and that's just how that goes. But yeah, I thought I'd do my Sunday chit chat out here. It's going to be a nice sunny day in Florida. No, not really. It's going to be overcast. It's supposed to get in the 50s today. It's like dropping temperature as we speak. I'm going to open up the house here shortly to get some of the air in. But yeah, so it's it really not much crazy has gone on this week. We got the dog back, which y'all saw. Thanks for putting up with my crybaby stuff too, by the way, because I just, the kids' zones are working out good. It's better than giving them a chore for a week, or they have this chore all the time, or something like that. It's working out to, they're not getting sick of it or burn out on it. They're just doing it and moving on. The one they hate, of course, is the kitchen, but Alex is my 13-year-old. He's got ADHD and he's left-handed. And I don't want to say his motor skills are bad with it, but they kind of are, and they always have been. And we've had him in occupational therapy, and so I've kind of slacked off on making him do certain things. Like tying his shoes is a chore for him. He just is like, Mom, I can't do it. So I try to get him, not Velcro, because God, that's not in these days, but I try to either tie his shoes or he can slip them on or whatever. But I've never made him like wash the dishes or cook, and he had to wash the dishes this week, and that was funny. Not funny like, haha, I'm laughing at my kid, but he was just like, what do I do? I don't know how to do the dishes. I have no clue. My fault, total mom fail. I should have taught him beforehand, but he's learning. He'll have it once a week to learn how to do the dishes. So zones are pretty much working. I'm loving the prepaid electric. That is amazing. So far, since we've been here in 2 weeks, we've spent about $60. Roughly, it was $59.44 when I added it up yesterday. I would have never spent that little in Gainesville. Ever. Ever. So $60 for 2 weeks of electric for 8 people who are always home and work from home and school from home and cook at home and everything else. I'm not going to complain. Nope, not at all. So that's working out. I'm kind of really liking it here. I'm liking this house. this community, I know it's a trailer park, but this community, they did a haunted house last Thursday. It was amazing. I didn't go, I was working, but we had the windows open, and the office is like seriously like right behind these houses over there. So I could hear chainsaws going off, and I could hear kids screaming. He thinks he's going to get free. He's not getting free. Anyway, yeah, see that there? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, no. Anyway, the kids were screaming. I mean, you can just hear nothing. Like, it was funny. It was great because my kids are old enough to where I didn't have to be there. It was in the dark. I was still a little slightly concerned, just like a mom, thing. But, they went and did it by themselves. They were very well behaved. And then they do a trunk or treat up here instead of knocking on doors, where anybody can take their cars up to the parking, to the office, and it's a circle. And you can just park your car and open your trunk and hand out candy, which I think is great. Honestly, this day and age, as much as I miss it from my childhood, that the kids knocking on people's doors and stuff, I think that time is over. There's too many crazy people out there. So if you have a trunk or treat in your neighborhood, I definitely think it's a good idea. Obviously, go with your children. Mine are older, but I'm talking go with your little ones. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I don't know if y'all hear this breeze, but it's starting to get pretty freaking chilly out here. I'm outside because the kids are sleeping in there. Mark's working and the phone's ringing, and Michael's sleep. Everybody's sleeping. Other than that. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to sit out here in the cool weather, not the cold weather for Florida cold weather where I'm a wuss and I freeze. But yeah, I mean, it's getting to the weather on this Sunday that I think I would love to make a chili. But of course, all I bought in my grocery haul was eggs, it seemed like. No, we got other food, but yeah, it just seemed like I got eggs. That's okay. Maybe I have ingredients for a soup or something. I'll have to look. But yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where it's way less stressful. And we're settled, and I've got the budget in my head until November 10th, and then we're going to move on. So, go starting November 10th. A budget in my head until November 10th, and November 10th is my budget. And these holidays coming up, I call Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. When you have 7 children, and some people have more, I've seen a lot of large family videos. You have 7 kids for all of these holidays. It's a financial strain just on the parent. You got to be as, cheap as you want. You go into Walmart, Kmart, Target, whatever, and try to buy a Halloween costume for a kid. To me, it's astronomical. I mean, $20 to $30 for something that they'll wear once. Mine, I always let them play in it when they were little until they got tired of it, because I just spent $20 on it. So if you want to run around as Batman for a week or two, have at it. I don't care. But it's like, you go with 7 kids for, you say $20, $30. 30 times 7 that's $210. For just costumes, let alone the candy you're buying, and God forbid you want to buy pumpkins, and so right there, that's a lot. Thanksgiving, not so bad. I have a large family anyway. I just budget in. Usually, this year I didn't because we were moving. Usually I start buying little things for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, stuff that are shelf worthy that won't go out. I'll start buying little by little by little by little, so it's not such a financial strain. If I can freeze it, I'll throw it in the freezer. That way it's just, I've got this, and this, and food is done. This year I didn't do that, so this is going to be interesting. But yeah, to me, these 3 months oh my God, since I can remember, always stress me out. And they've always stressed me out before I really realized I had anxiety. I boiled it down to, I have 7 kids. It's expensive. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And of course I didn't budget. I didn't do any of that. And I've always had I called it stress. Like, oh, it's normal. You're a mom. You have stress. Well, I guess in my situation, it wasn't stress. It was more anxiety, which would put me into, I didn't know this then, put me into a depression, but I didn't think it was a depression. I just thought it was I'm stressed, or, oh, I can't do this, or, oh, I don't have the gumption to go to work. I'm just, I just want to lay in bed. So I'm hoping this year I can just slide through it. I'm hoping, yeah, it's going to be a financial strain. It is for, anybody. If you don't budget for it, which, we had that blow with the move and we had all this other crap going on. No, I didn't. But I only started budgeting in June. The very beginning of June was when I started these videos. The end of June, we went to the point where we had to move, and then everything blew up. So now that we're settled, I'm hoping we can get on that, next year I can get on the page of, I feel funny, somebody's walking by with their dog. Oh well. But I'm hoping next year we can, Morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
All right, and you?
Good. It's cold. Yeah, somebody's walking by. See, I'm a friendly neighbor. But, yeah, so I'm hoping starting next year I can get cash envelopes budgeted, completely pay off color time by February, completely pay off my phones with Verizon by February, not get any more unless everything is cash. That's my plan. I also plan on tackling I don't have debt like everybody else. I don't have student loans. I don't have credit card debt. But I do have stuff on my credit report that I'd like to be gone. I have some medical bills. And I have just like little things. Like I have a T-Mobile bill from eons ago. I've got I'm talking eons. I'm talking like 8, 7, 6 years still there. Stuff like that on there. And, I've got like a $78 item and so why didn't I pay this? Because I'm not smart. So I'm going to go through that this year and budget that in once we get through Christmas. Then I got to hit BS1, which I'm hoping I get a bonus at work. Now, as long as everything goes good with work, which it's going way better with the certain stat they said that I was doing bad on, because it wasn't my fault, it was a technical thing. As long as everything goes good with my work through the rest of the holidays, I should get a year-end bonus. You get 2% of everything you've made. It's not much, but it's almost $1,000. So, I think no, I don't know. It's something. It's like 2%. Last year it was like I got $700. And I make more this year than I did last year. So I'm hoping to just take that chunk and throw it into savings. That's my plan for BS1. If it's a couple hundred off, I'll supplement that. But that's my plan, to take that. Income tax. Buy a car. Because you see, there's my driveway. There's no car. So I need to buy a car. I want to buy it in cash, whatever. And I also want to take a year's worth, if I can get it cheap enough, a year's worth of car insurance, income tax time, and throw that on there. In Florida, your car registration is always around your birthday. My birthday's in March. And so if I can get the car registration and tags and all that done in February too, I'm good for a year. I've always done that. I've always gone with my income tax, paid my insurance, not my insurance, my car registration and all that stuff. I've done it early, boom, done. And then the rest, there's a couple things we need in here, like the kids don't have beds. So if I have to go buy some mattresses or beds with it, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not getting any color time errands, rent a center crap. I'm not doing that stuff. And the reason everybody's asked, why do I still have my washer and dryer on color time? They don't even have a color time here. in Jacksonville. It's in Gainesville. They I'm so almost paid off that I technically own more of it than they do. And the guy, and I've always paid. And if I was going to be late, I've always called and they're like, yeah, no problem. And boom, I pay the next week, whatever. And so they've been, they were just like, just take it. We know you're going to pay it off. You technically own more than we do. Just take it with you. And I'm like, fine, perfect. Pay it off in February. Lesson learned. But when I did buy it, like, seriously, my washer and dryer went out. We didn't have a car. I couldn't get my stuff to the laundromat. I have six kids that live in the house, a husband, me, at the time, 3 dogs, a parrot. You know, I was having laundry. Like, I have laundry every day. I've broken it down to, getting it down to where they're just not throwing it in the laundry all the time. I'm making them reuse their towels, which they never did before. I did. They were like, oh, it's dirty. So I'm making them do that. So, because we have prepaid electric. But, I would do 2 loads of laundry a day. Easy. And, you take that to the laundromat, I would pay $60, $65 for the laundromat a week. Holding on to the laundry, there's just no way we would have ran out of everything. And when Color Time said, we'll deliver it to you for $38 a week, I went through and I was like, you know what? That's going to be cheaper than the laundromat. I have laundry at home. I have, we're going to go ahead and do that. So that's where we're at with that one. But I'll own it shortly and I'll be done with that bill. I'll have the Verizon phones pay off. I'll be done with that bill. So I'm thinking 2018 is going to be amazing. We're also taking this year to see if, how we like this neighborhood, how we like everything, because this is a brand new house. So, yes, it's a trailer, but it's brand new. And the lot rent here is like, I don't have it in front of me. It's like $350 maybe, because mine's all lumped in lot rent, house rent. It's all lumped into one charge. But they also have a pool. Which in Florida, it's great to have a pool. And even if you had one in your own house in Florida, I mean, just the chemicals and the taking care of it or having a pool guy come out and all that stuff is expensive. The water, just, the pump running with the electric, all of that. So, and it's really nice to say, I'm going to the pool today, So, and we're really close. Well, that has nothing to do with the bills, but really close to the beach now too, which is going to be great. I'm moving my hands because my arm's falling asleep. And anyway, so I don't know. We might, if we like the neighborhood, we might just buy it, bust my booty to pay it off, and just buy some land and move it there and be done afterwards. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This neighborhood might turn into be a crappy neighborhood come the year. So, oh my God, it is getting so cold out here. But I came in, they told me you have a year warranty on everything. I came, they said take a week, do ups and downs because it's a year warranty with the manufacturer. So, the office was like, ups and downs, let us know, anything. They never came in here and looked at the inside before I got it. Nobody's seen the inside. They don't even know what it freaking looks like. So there's places in the linoleum that like were cut wrong, and that I love the fact that it's rolled linoleum. I've got kids spill stuff. I've got dogs. I'm sorry. People who have dogs, they have accidents. Not on a daily, not on a weekly, but they do. So more so the kids spill stuff. But in a mobile home, just like my other house, y'all know the flooring will go after years and years and years. Now that they're doing them with the rolled linoleum, as long as there's no cracks or anything in the floor, I mean, the flooring should last. But this rolled linoleum had a ton of lifting spots, a ton of it looks like somebody took a razor knife and they were cutting around the vents and just cut, didn't care. So we had people come out and we told them, and they came out and they looked at the flooring, And they're like, we need to re-roll this whole floor. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Really? However, it should be done right. And what I mean by re-roll is they're going to take up all the linoleum and replace it with the same linoleum flooring. But they even said if there's the seams or the cracks or anything like that has in it, I mean, we were only in it for, well, we've been in it for 2 weeks. If that's in it, then that's not going to work. So the flooring will go underneath it sooner rather than way later. So I'm all for them fixing it because I don't play. So we're going to have that done, and sometime this week. Or no, sometime they're going to call me sometime this week, and we're going to go on from there. But yeah, that's kind of what went on this week. Nothing exciting. I'm kind of just rambling. I'm starting to ramble because I'm freezing. But I'm going to go back inside. So this is going to be the end of our Sunday little sit-down chit-chat. I do have my coffee out here. It's probably ice cold by now. But y'all like, subscribe, comment. Give me some of your cold weather recipes, because I'm also going to healthy cold weather recipes. I'm over the junk. Oh my God. And give me some side dishes and stuff y'all do for Thanksgiving and what you do for Christmas in the comments below, because I love different stuff. So, I can start planning that. But y'all like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media. That should be down below too. And y'all have a good rest of your Sunday. Bye.